Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys? How you doing? How's your morning been coming up? So today is Wednesday, the 7th of December, 2022. I hope you can smell Christmas in your area. So if you are not smelling Christmas in your area, maybe you need to begin to make it smell. So nice to meet you guys once again. I hope you've been well, you've been good, and you didn't miss us too much. So if you missed us too much, say it in the chat. We'll be happy to know that you missed us a little bit. Okay, so how have you been? How is work? How is business? How is life? How is family? Just basically everything. So I just want to know if you could share with us in 2, 3 lines of how you faring, where you are, how you faring, and possibly what you've learned from what we've been doing so far. If you be kind enough, we would love to learn. It will strengthen our bonds. Okay, we love to hear from you. And yeah, I'm not here alone as usual. I'm here with Diana. Diana from the beautiful city of Douala in Cameroon. So interestingly, I saw a street here in Abuja, Douala Street. So an entire city is squeezed into a street in Abuja. Oh, so say hi to Diana and wish her well. And Beryl is here too. Beryl is here from Nairobi, Kenya. Say hi to Beryl. And Judith is here also. Judith is here from Benin Republic. So say hi to Judith. So I have 3 beautiful women from everywhere in Africa. One from Cameroon, one from Kenya, one from Benin. Am I not blessed? I'm blessed amongst women. So nice to meet you guys. Okay. So my name is Udeme. My name is Udeme. I'm super excited to be your trainer once again this morning. Yeah. So I'm joining you from Abuja, Nigeria, and it's been a good weather here. Like the past couple of days, at least we're not having the rains. So I love it. I love when there's no rain, just anything apart from rain. I love it. It's a little bit chill, even though I've not stepped out yet, but I know weather is good. I love the way the sun rises nowadays. Comes up very beautiful. So yeah, so I want to say big shout outs to Fidelity Bank for making this happen. And for those of you that have been consistent, and for those of you that have been getting the 2,000 Naira vouchers, we see you. For those of you that are going to get the Conga voucher, we still see you. We are watching you. And thank you so much, those of you that have been super consistent. We are super excited that you've gained 1 or 2 from what we've been doing so far. So be kind enough, all right, to say something to us, say something nice. It's going to strengthen our bonds, trust me, okay? So I'm going to do another round of applause for Grace Church Hill. So Grace came first. So let me see if Grace is still here. Grace, okay. So that's a big round of applause for you, Grace. And yeah, it's a beautiful day to be alive. And you're connecting from Lagos, Nigeria. Well, I don't really jealous Lagos people because of their traffic. So, but I just wish you well. And all of you that are joining in from Lagos, I wish you guys well. I don't jealous Lagos people. Trust me. People's life is very complicated. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us once again. And I'm super excited to be sharing this very beautiful platform with you. So I'm going to do the name rounds, but what I want you to do first, please, I want you to hit on the share button and please invite somebody that maybe has forgotten or somebody that something events skip their minds, something. Please hit on the share button. Let's do that in the next 30 seconds. And it may take you off YouTube for a while, but I'm sure there's a poll somewhere where everybody is. Please do well to invite them. Let them come join us. We'll be super excited to have a full house as usual. And don't forget we have our 2,000 naira 2,000 naira recharge voucher for 4 people as usual. Thanks to Fidelity Bank that always make that happen. Yeah, so please hit on the share button and invite somebody. We'll get to the thumbs up shortly, but let's invite everybody first so that we have a full house. Thank you so much. All of you that are mentioning Diana's name and my name and all the facilitators, I see you and I love you so much. Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, beautiful people. And yeah, so let's make that happen. The thumbs up. I want to do the name rounds, but I want to be sure that everybody's here yet. Okay. So today we are going to be looking at implementing Google Workspace across your business. So this is going to be a little bit of a deviation, a little bit from all the marketing sales we've been doing so far. Okay. It's just going to be a little digression, let me call it so. But it's something still of Google, and it's still something you should know, you should learn about. That's why it's brought to you this morning. And yeah, so Julie is thanking me for certificates. More is coming. Per sessions you attend, as long as you fill your name in the attendance, you get a certificate for it. Okay. All right. So remember to use the chats. Remember the way YouTube is designed. You can't talk to me verbally. You can only chat. So use the chat. You want to laugh, use the chat. You want to do ha 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 ha, use the chat. You want to do LOL, no problem. You want to use emojis, no problem. I'm going to ask you questions. Use the chat to answer. I'm going to be asking you to ask me questions. Okay. So use the chat and ask me those questions. Okay. When I'm giving you the recharge vouchers, I'm going to be asking you verbally, and what you are going to be doing is to type. Okay, so there's so much to learn, and I hope you have your writing material close by, where you can get to jot all the ideas, tips, tricks we'll be sharing here this morning. And I hope you have a water bottle close by, because it will save your life. It's been saving my life since 1900. So grab one if you don't have one. So let's do this. Let's do this together once again, and please invite somebody. So let's do the name rounds. So Grace Churchill, Christabel, welcome so much. Thank you for joining us once again. Priscilla, Julia, Ngwonu Chima, Chinwe Ruth, Julia again, Bolanle, Dayo, Chioma, Dayo, Bolanle, Zoba Cakes. Zoba Cakes has been super awesome across all our sessions. At least I've noted Zoba Cakes, Priscilla, and Tony Gua. Those three names. I know a lot of you are doing a lot. And this David has been winning all the recharge. Regina, thank you so much for joining us. David Teniola, Orisent Johnson, Uzo Precious, yes, Uzo Precious, too, Chinwe, Debbie Alashi, Modupe, Christabel, David, Abdurrahman Mohammed, Moka Tutu, Chinwe again, Chinwe Chima, Debbie, Josephine Atai, David again, and Debbie Alashi, Christabel, Oluchi. I see you, Oluchi. Yeah, Grace, Regina, Philip. Okay, so I'm not going to miss anybody's name, so I'll go back. David again, Debbie, Regina, Abdurazak, Abdullahi. Okay. So if I didn't pronounce it well, please don't throw stones at me. Thank you very much. Newest dude, and Edidion Lawrence. Hi, that should be my sister or my brother, one of those. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, meanwhile, the most beautiful city in Nigeria with the best meals. You can be jealous. But make sure you find a friend from Akwa Ibom. It will help your life. Trust me. Makatutu Ezeribe, Ganis, Tony Gua. Hello, Tony. Yeah, who else is here? And Natty Stitches, Temi John, Chinwe Ruth, Grace Churchill, Priscilla Oti, Glory Israel, Bolanle, Christabel. Hello, everybody. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Oh, Grace, you're from Akwa Ibom too. Oh, nice to meet you. I got a sister finally from this call. All right. Bolanle said, Demo, I've been attending the lecture, but couldn't fill the attendance form due to my phone. I've complained from day one. Does it mean I will not be given certificates? Oh, well, Bolanle, unfortunately, we can only give certificates to the names that are appearing on the form. So what you need to do, when next the attendance is shared, copy it. Right? I'm not quite sure why your phone is not letting you fill the attendance. I'm not quite sure, but normally if you click on the attendance, it's supposed to take you to a browser. Of course, every phone should have a browser. So just from that browser, you just see the form appear, fill it, and submit. So if you're having issues, please copy the form copy the link by itself, and then go to a browser and paste it. I hope it will work by then. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the hold up. You can't manufacture certificates from where there is no name. I'm sorry. That is just how the system works. Okay, so Grace is from Akwa Ibom. Nice to meet you, Grace. And who else is here? Mukhtar. Please make sure you find Grace to be your friend. Grace is obviously a female name, and trust me, Akwa Ibom ladies know how to cook very well. We have the best meals in the world, trust me. And Molikat Bejale Bajela. Okay, please bear with me. Bear with a brother. Christabel Owoma, Abegunde Susan, Julie Gola. And yeah, everybody, thank you so much once again for joining us. So if you've not invited somebody, I'm waiting for you. Babatunde Doctors, thank you so much for joining us once again. So please, let's do the rounds. Let's all of us look at the thumbs up button, smash on it. I'm doing mine now. I love to see it splash. So I wanted us to do it together. So when the splashing thing, it looks fine. The new design looks beautiful. So let's smash it. Let's smash the like button. And yeah, look at the thumbs up, smash it, and go down to the subscribe. If you've not hit the subscribe yet, please do it now. I see you, Nkem. How are you this morning? And yes, Akwa Ibom Yatoni. Temi John, Babatunde Dockers, and please, I love to see those emojis. Okay, so let's smash it. Let's smash it, everybody. Let's do it. 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 Thank you, guys. Thank you for always being very, very cooperative. So you guys make it fun, right? So that is how I enjoy teaching you guys. All right. Okay, so we have a full house. We have Diana, we have Beryl, we have Judith, we have Lorianne. So everybody's here. So if you have questions, don't hold back. Okay, throw in your questions, comments, complaints, whatever it is. Just throw it in. Thoughts, whatever crosses your mind and you feel like saying it, go ahead. I'm going to be asking you questions, so I would love you to respond to them. Okay, so use the chats and make sure you use it very well. Okay. So we are going to be doing this in 3 different segments. First of all, we are going to get to understand what the Google Workspace basically is, discovering it, and the tools that are available, its core functionalities, and the benefits the benefit of what it does to you. And then we'll head over to identifying the tools that can boost communication across your business. And then we'll go to the last part. We are going to explore all the tools that could be used to leverage and increase collaboration across your team. Okay, so now we're going down to the Hustle Academy. So if you are yet to sign up, remember this is free from Google. You have 1 week to learn how to drop your business growth plan. Then you learn about digital marketing, learn about sales, learn about how to get funding for your business. Then you get to learn how to pitch. Then finally, you get to learn get matched to a mentor that's going to walk you through all those processes. So take advantage of it. People are paying heavily for this kind of things. So Google is offering you for free. Take advantage of it. It must be a business that existed before. So if you've applied before, you weren't granted, apply again. And have faith, trust in the Lord. Okay, so g.co/Hustle Academy is going to be the link. It's going to be dropped in the chat. So do well to hit on it and apply. Yeah, the Temi is asking about the Fidelity team. I'm sure 1 or 2 of them is here, so they possibly would answer to you. Mimi do get through. Thank you for joining us, Piro of Lagos. Thank you, Piro. I would love to know what Piro means. Is it Peter? Because your picture looks like a lady's. I'd love to know if a lady can be Peter. Victoria and Kocha, thank you so much for joining us. Joy Anorika, hi. And Debbie Alashi, Josephine, I'm looking at the names I didn't call. Mulikats. Okay, I called Mulikats earlier. Okay, so let's go on. Let's go on. Please don't forget to ask us questions, comments, queries, anything. And I love the way you guys are using the chats and the emojis. I really love it. Okay, so my first question before you begin to bombard us with questions, so I'm going to ask you first. The husband man will be the first partaker, right? So what tools do you currently use to communicate and collaborate within your business? What tools do you use? So share with me in the chats what tools you use. Some people use WhatsApp, some people use Slack, some people use video calls like Google Meets and the rest of them. Some people use um, emails, just emails. So what tools do you use to communicate and collaborate? What tools do you use to communicate and collaborate? So share with us in the chats which ones you use across your business. And if you are yet to hit the thumbs up button, please do it. I'm waiting for you. We are 40 plus, and then I'm just having about how many now? Just about 19. So there are some people that have not yet hit the thumbs up. Please do that. All right. And if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do that. And yeah. And if you are yet to invite somebody, please do it. Hit on the share button, invite somebody to come join us. Okay, so I can see Debbie said WhatsApp emails. Grace said WhatsApp, Facebook. Mulikat said WhatsApp, referral, Instagram. Okay. Okay. And Nati Stitches said WhatsApp, referral, emails. Okay. So I'm asking about the tools you use to collaborate and communicate within your team, within your business. So share with us what tools you use. WhatsApp, sponsored ad. Okay. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Okay, so just so you know, you can't go wrong here. Okay, so if you, like I mentioned earlier, if you have questions, queries, comments, complaints, whatever it is, ask your question, just drop the response. So I'm not going to say you're wrong. Okay, everybody's entitled to their opinions, right? So don't withhold anything. Feel free. Okay. All right. So Joy said WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Regina, Instagram, WhatsApp. Yeah, you're welcome, Margaret. Thank you for all the engagements. Okay, so let's move on. So let's go to the first part, how to discover the Google Workspace. So do you currently use the Google Workspace? And if so, how? Do you know what the Google Workspace means, by the way? Do you currently use Google Workspace? I'm going to explain what it means after this particular question. But meanwhile, just want you to tell me what you know if you currently use it. The answers of the previous question are still coming. Email, Twitter, okay. That was Ruth. Chinwe said WhatsApp, Facebook. Chioma said WhatsApp, Google Meets, Zoom emails. Abegunde Susan, WhatsApp, Facebook email. No, I don't. Okay, Priscilla, thank you for being sincere. Okay. Who else? Do you know what the Google Workspace is? Do you currently use the Google Workspace? If you use it, which one do you use? Which one do you know? Which one do you use? So share with us in the chat. Let's know. We are here to learn. So if you don't know, no problem. That's why we are here, of course. It's a space you operate your business from. Thank you so much, Julie. Okay. Okay. Uluchi said she doesn't know. Christabel, no. Mulikat, no. Tony Gua, Classroom. Okay. Thank you so much, Tony. So Classroom is built under the Google for Education. It's still the same workspace, but there are little differences. Like the Google Workspace does not have Classroom because the Google Workspace is designed for office use, just like what Julie said. Just technically speaking from what Julie said. So there's no classroom in the workspace, but there's classroom in Google for Education. They come with the same tools. So you're not wrong, Tony. Okay, David, thank you. WhatsApp status, Google Meet is a workspace. Yes, it's one of the tools in the workspace. Thank you so much, Zeribe. Okay, so let's go on. Just hang on. I'm going to break it down for you guys shortly. Okay, so if you have some more questions, some more comments, some more responses, please keep them coming in the chat. Okay, so the workspace, the Google Workspace that used to be called G Suite, used to be called G Suite before Google now changed it to Google Workspace. Is more like the same thing, just the same way Google changed Google Business Profile from Google My Business. It used to be called Google My Business before, so they changed it to Google business profile. So they just rebranded it and they changed a lot of icons. So it's that digital workspace that enables you to work online. So it comes with a collection of cloud computing tools, productivity tools, collaboration tools, and softwares that enables you to collaborate while doing your business. So it enables you to create documents, create files, create spreadsheets, create forms, save your files, store them securely, hold meetings, and they are all Google products. They are produced and marketed by Google themselves. It's one of the very few tools of Google that you need to pay for. Very few. One of the Google don't charge a lot of products for a lot of their products. Like I'm going to explain further when we move on. Google don't charge for a lot of their products. Like I know, apart from the ads and this workspace, I think these are the only two I know about. But the rest of them are all free. Okay. So let's see which of these tools can you recognize from left to the right, and the second line from the left to the right, and the third line from the left to the right. So which one do you recognize? Share with me in the chat. Okay. In the chat, which one do you recognize? Which one have you used before? Gmail. Okay, thank you. Mulikats. Is there anybody that's not used Gmail before? Gmail, yes. M for Gmail, yes. Thank you. Oluchi. Google Docs. Thank you. Thank you, Hannah. Which other one? Gmail, yes. Everybody knows Gmail. We use Gmail every day. Doc, okay. Who has seen the site there? Second is calendar. Thank you so much, Tony. Gmail, calendar, drive. Thank you. And David, Christabel, Gmail, Abundance, Gmail, Drive, Doc. Okay, thank you. Who has seen the Google site? Google site. Who has seen that site? Who has seen Google Forms? Christabel, thank you. Luchi, thank you for saying Drive. Meets, okay. G Chats, yes. Google Chats, Google Docs, Google Meets, Google Slides. Thank you, Piro. Drive, Meets, Mulikat, Grace, okay. Joy. Okay, so let's do the rounds now so that we'll buy a little time for ourselves. Let's do the round. I'm going to reading it from left to the right. Okay, somebody has seen Jamboard. Thank you, Julie. Who has seen sites, Google Sites? Google Sites. Okay, so let me just read it. Don't worry. Don't worry, just hang on. So we have from the left to the right, first line, we have Gmail, right? We have calendar, we have Drive, we have Meet. You can add Google to it. So me, I'm just trying to call it, so I'll save my strength. So instead of saying Google Calendar, I'm just saying calendar. I hope you understand. So instead of saying Google Docs, I'll just call it Docs. So second line, we have Docs, we have Sheets, we have Slides, we have Sites, the Google Sites. That one I've been asking you guys if you want to create a website that looks like Wix, Wix, WordPress, Magento, and the rest of them. So that's Google Sites. After Slides, we have Sites. After Sites, we have Forms, Google Forms. The one that you used to, that one that when we share attendance, that is a form now. The place where you need to create the forms. That's Google Forms. Then we have the extreme right second line is Google Keep. The Keep is like an online diary. Okay. Then the last line we have the current, we have the Google Chats, and then we have the Jamboard. Okay. So all those beautiful responses, I'm seeing them. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so let me ask you, which one am I using to chat? Which one am I using to present to you right now? Which one am I using to present? Like, I'm not talking about the video now. I'm talking about the tool that you are seeing my slides from. Which of those tools am I using to present to you? Let me know if you know. Okay. So let me know if you know. Okay. Slides. Okay, everybody got that one. Yeah, it's not completely a note anyway, but it's a note in a way. So we have, yes, the Meet. What you're actually using is YouTube, okay? And last line again, okay, so that the first one to the left is a Google admin console. That's a blue one. The middle one is a Google Chat, right? And then the last one is a Jamboard. slide. Google Meet. Okay, slide. Okay, it's slide actually, not Meet. Okay. Okay, so the Meet is the tool that is used for video conferencing, but we are not using it right now. So it's slide. I'm going to break it down shortly. So let's just follow me. Okay, so let's move on. So the core functionalities of the Google Workspace, first of them is you get to use them to create documents, create presentations, and then you can get to also use them to record, analyze, present data, and use those tools also to brainstorm ideas, manage projects, store files, and then you also use those tools to communicate globally. Okay, so it makes it quite easy. So I'm going to talk about the Google Docs, the Google Sheets, the Google Slides, because they are almost the same thing. The functionalities are almost the same thing. So the Google Docs is like the Microsoft Word that you know, right? Then the Google Slides is like the Microsoft PowerPoint that you knew. Well, the Google Sheets is like the Microsoft Excel that you knew. So there's really nothing different. While the Docs is used for word processing, can create, edit files and documents directly. And same thing with the slides. Slide is like PowerPoint. Can use it to present, to prepare and publish presentation. I'm going to share a similarity with all those three for you. And now the sheets is like the Microsoft Excel spreadsheets, okay, where you can use to collect, um, collaborate with different people. You can do calculations, you can do analysis, you can do all those shapes, the same thing that you do with Google, Microsoft Excel. So what makes this one different is because the docs, sheets, slides, particularly, we can collaborate. All of us on this call can work on the same documents at the same time. Okay, so if I say I want you guys to only view what everybody is working on, I can make you a viewer. Then I can make my team members to be editors. So you can, all of us that have the editing rights can actually work on the documents while you can only view the documents. Now we don't need to, like it used to be before, we don't need to save the file and then attach it in an email and then send it to you. No. All we need is a link. Just copy the link and send it to you. As long as you have the access to it, you've been given the right to view, the right to comment, the right to maybe edit, you can have a view of those documents. So that's what makes it special. And you don't need any particular application to work on those tools. You don't need any particular software. All you need is a browser. Then your job is easy. Whereas on the other hand, the form is that tool that helps you to create surveys. For instance, all the attendance you've been filling, right? They were created using the Google Forms. So when you receive data from people, you can now export that data. And then you can analyze the data. You can find out how many females filled, how many male filled. You can export it to a spreadsheet. So you have the Google Docs, we have the Google Slides, we have the Google Docs slide sheet. Slides is like the Word, the Docs is like Slide is like PowerPoint rather. Doc is like the Word, and then the Excel is like Sheets. Okay, so the form is the one that you use to collect data and handle some surveys. Now there are a couple of benefits that the workspace brings to you. Then you have increased collaboration. Everybody can have the job done at the same time. You can also have the tool also enables you to have improved communication as well. Remember, they are not just slide docs and sheets. There are other tools. It enables you to work smarter, and then there's enhanced security in the workspace. So let's speak about a few of them briefly. So you get to store information in the cloud, which enables you to share those information by simply just copying the link and then sharing it to the rest of the people. So it encourages collaboration with the various teams. You guys get to share ideas. And like I explained earlier, you can restrict who only views, you can restrict who only comments, you can restrict who can also edit the deck. So collaboration is richly encouraged, or it enhances collaboration when you use the Google Workspace tools. Now we also have improved communication. We have the Gmail tool, like most of you mentioned. Gmail is common. As long as you use an Android phone, you have a Gmail attached to it. So it's just that's Google's emailing tool, just like when you have the Microsoft Outlook, you have the Yahoo, and all those other ones, iPhones, iCloud, yeah, iCloud email. And then you have the Google Meet for video conferencing, just like a lot of you must have thought that this is the Google Meet. Then you also have the Google Currents. Current is more like I compare Currents to Slack. You have everybody from everywhere having some deeper conversations, and then you have the Google Chat for instant messaging, just like what you have with WhatsApp. And then you guys work smarter when you use the Google Workspace tool. So it helps teams to work smarter. You can collect, can analyze data, can turn those data into insights, and then you can always streamline your workflows, all the processes, storing the files and managing the files, communicating around the team, and then all these tools are built with Google's AI-powered technology, and then they're highly secured. It blocks a lot of threats, so you're secured when you use the Google Workspace tool, and then you get to also store files and store data and store files securely. So there's this admin console that actually exists in the Google Workspace. So you can, from that admin console, you can give rights to people. You can manage users, can manage the admins. There are super admins, there are just normal admins. And there are several rights each of those people have on that space. You can restrict access, you can set up passwords, you can create emails, you can delete emails. So you have full rights and full control over what is happening within the space that you've created. Now, let's see how you can create the Google Workspace. So now the first step is to head over to workspace.google.com. So going down to workspace.google.com, the first thing I'm going to be doing, the link is going to be shared in the chat. First you're going to be doing is to input your business name, and then you get to add your contact details and then choose a domain. Now, why you're choosing a domain is because the way the workspace is designed, it's designed for an official use. When I studied mechanical engineering, there's a course we did production engineering in our final year. So we studied a topic called ergonomics. Now, ergonomics is the study of how you optimize your workplace so that you can work easily. You can work and still feel safe. Your body is still in a good condition, just so that you optimize the workspace. So what I understood from workplace and workspace is workplace is the physical location, the office itself. So in the office, you're going to be having worker A, worker B, worker C. Worker A has a particular enclosed space where he operates from. Now that is worker A's workspace, that workspace. So now Google is bringing all these tools under one subhead. All the tools that you don't need to be able, workspace also defined like you don't need to be able to, you don't need to stand up to get things done. All you can do is just to stretch your hand and the work can be done. So bringing all those tools under one heading is what explains what Google is trying to do by calling these tools workspace. I hope you understand me. So that's why you need a domain name. You need a domain name to be able to set up a workspace account because it's designed for an office, right? Designed for an office. So for instance, can use impacther.org or google.com to create a workspace. So whatever your domain name is, you get to use it to set up the account, and then you update your business address, and then you set up your login details. Very, very important. So after creating your Google Workspace account, what you do next is for you to set up the Google Workspace. Now, the first thing you need to do is to create business emails. Remember, you are using your domain. So whatever you're doing is to land at the domain. For instance, you can create an email for the various teams. You can create an email for the support team, support at google.com, or you can create an email for the marketing team, marketing at google.com, marketing at impacther.org. So you create all those emails, all those business emails. Remember, when people approach you with an official, when people approach you with an official email, you find them as very serious people. If you are doing business and you are messaging me with your personal email, some people will not take you seriously. So that's why the workspace is actually really encouraged most times for corporate settings. Okay, and now you add team members and users to your team, to your email list. You create different emails for them. Most times they sound like udeme at google.com, burial at impacther.org. You know, so to sound like that. So if you see my name against a company's at something, it will make me look like a serious person. So any business will want to listen to me, right? So you create all of that for different team members again. And now you can migrate your data from wherever it was, maybe from Outlook, maybe from Yahoo, or from wherever it was. You can migrate those data down to the Google Workspace. Okay, so that is what also makes it fun to have a Google Workspace account. So we're going to deep dive shortly, but meanwhile, I'm going to take a break to answer your question. This is going to be the first of the 3 breaks. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay, so thank you for all the replies you guys gave. Uh, mm, I try using the doc in Workplace, but I think I have to pay first. Yes, Victoria, yes, I mentioned that the Workspace is not free. The one you have on your Google account is free. But there are tools that are here, right? The tools that are under the Workspace are more sophisticated. Some functionalities that you won't find in the free one that comes with your Google account. That's what you should know. Okay? So you need to pay for this one. Like I mentioned, it's one of Google's free few tools that are being paid for. Okay? Okay, so let's move on. We have a lot to cover. So let's say I can boost communication across your business. How can you boost communication across your business? So which tools can you use via Google Workspace to boost communication? So all we've mentioned so far, which one do you think you can use to boost communication? What is Workplace? Workplace is a physical location where the work is being done, while Workspace is that secluded place where each person actually has to do their work. They sit down to do their work without the need to stretch. You don't need to stand up to get things done. I hope you understand. Is that everybody? Yes, you cannot set up a Workspace account without a domain name. Yes, Isioma, thank you for asking. Any other questions? Okay. So which tools can you use via the Google Workspace to boost communication? Gmail. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Who else is saying something? Okay, which one are you asking me to take again? Workplace and Workspace. Let me explain it again. Workplace is a physical location where you go to work. The office, the house. Let me explain it that way. The house that you guys go to work. The place, the space that you guys have paid for. Hmm? You may leave your house and you're going to workplace. But inside the workplace, you have your table and you have your seats. That table and the seat is your workspace. Every other person have their table and their seat. That becomes their workspace. Workspace is that place within the workplace where you get to do your job, your work, without the need to stretch. You don't need to stretch. Everything is just within, around where you are. You don't need to stretch. You don't need to stand up. Everything is just there. I hope that's understood, Priscilla. And you need a domain name to be able to use or set up the Workspace, Google Workspace accounts, because it's meant for official use. Hmm? Okay, thank you. Google Chats, Gmail, Form. Yes, Val, you can't set up a workspace without a domain name. A domain name. You must have a domain name. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all the replies I'm seeing right now. And again, if you have questions, please don't hold back. Drop them. I'll come back. Don't miss me too much. I'm coming back shortly. Okay, so let's look at the key communication tools. We have the Gmail, we have the Google Meet, we have the Google Current, we have the Google Chat. I know all of you guys have mentioned this already. So let's look at each of them briefly. So you use the Gmail to communicate globally and you communicate with ease. And this is that Google's free emailing tool that comes with all your Google accounts. It comes with it. You can send emails, you can send attachments, you can create groups, you can create mailing lists, just to everybody. And the way Google have refined, okay, let me call it rebranded the Gmail now, even makes it look more appealing, right? It makes it look more appealing. So when you have emails that look like udeme@google.com, it shows that I'm coming from a company, from an organization that values corporateness, if I may use that word, okay? So you build trust when you use emails like that to send mails to people. You understand? So that is one of the functions of the workspace. Okay, and now you use the Meet, use the Google Meet to keep your team connected with all the video conferencing. So you have everything built into this. You can have 24 hours video call on the Google Meet. You can download the app on Android, on iOS, or you can operate it from the browser. Okay. So the Google Meet is included within the Google Workspace and the G Suite for Education, just like Tony mentioned earlier. The Google Meet comes in that same package. Okay. And then if you have the Google for Education, the reach is wider, right? The reach is wider. Depending on what you're paying for, the Google for Education package, you may find out that you pay less and you have more for the Google for Education. There was a campaign that Google ran during shortly after the COVID. It was a Google for Education program. They were giving Google for Education to different schools. So I discovered that there's a lot of differences between the Google for Education package and the Google Workspace. I think the one in the education package is much more robust than what you have with the Google Workspace. Yeah, but that one is difficult to get anyway. Yeah, so you have the Google Meet for all your video conferencing. I prefer Google Meet to every other one because it consumes less data. The interface is easy to navigate. The UI is quite easy. You can share screen, and with this paid version, you can record. With this paid version, you have more rights within when the call is going on. For instance, you will be able to mute everybody. You won't be able to do that on the free version, right? You can't record on the free version, the one you have on your phone now. You can't record with that one. But you can record in the paid one. You can mute everybody in the paid one. You can create breakout rooms in the paid one. I'm not sure you can create breakout rooms in the free one. I'm not sure. It wasn't there before. I remember the Google Meet was not free before now. It was during the COVID when Zoom was catching a lot of traction that Google began to open it for others to use. And then we have the Google Current, which is used to engage employees. You need to also get to foster meaningful conversation and stay connected within the team. And then you guys can always work towards a common goal, can build a community, and then you can always get instant feedback, you can communicate your ideas within the team. Like I mentioned earlier, can compare the Google Current to the Microsoft Slack. So it's mostly used for deep conversations like what will happen in a corporate setting. And then you have the app also for the Android and the iOS. Then you have the Google Chats, which is more like a regular direct chats kind of stuff, like what WhatsApp offers. But what makes this one different is you can upload items from your drive, you can collaborate at no additional cost. You can share items, you can share docs, you can share sheets, you can share slides, and all the stuff. So it makes it quite easy for communication to flow around the team. Okay, and now a few tips to maximize your communication. You need to create in-person communication. You need to stay organized, create team mailing lists, and set up projects or team rooms. Let's look at each of them. Recreating in-person communication. Now there are 4 ways you can recreate in-person communication. That will include scheduling regular team calls and check-ins via the Google Meets and Google Hangouts. So most times it's always necessary for you to always jump in and check up on your guys, see how everybody's doing, and then connect with your colleagues and teams from wherever they are. You guys will always have time to brainstorm ideas, work on team projects, hold virtual meetings, and join from mobile. You can always join from desktops as well. Okay, now the second one is for you to stay organized. And the tool that's going to help you to stay organized is the almighty Google Calendar. Before I began to use the calendar, trust me, my life was in shambles. So I'm going to recommend Calendar to you. Calendar will save your life. I bet you it will save your life. So you get to improve communication across your teams through calendar because you create multiple team calendars to track meetings. You can track sessions, like what's happening. You can track vacations and a lot more. If someone can find out if you are going to be available today or not. And now what happens most times is when I wake up in the morning, I look at my calendar first. It's going to give me a suggestion of what I'm going to be having for the day. And then I can plan my personal activities on top of that. So calendar is a lifesaver. Is a tool that you need to begin to take advantage of. You can just jump in there and schedule a quick meeting. And remember, when you set up the calendar, it sends a mail, it adds the Google Meet link. You're setting up a meeting, it adds the Google Meet link to the calendar as well. And then it sends a mail to all the people you've invited on that calendar. So the Google Meet, the calendar, and the Gmail, they're all synchronized together. So it makes the whole work easy. If you miss it, you miss the calendar notification, you're not going to miss the email notification, right? So it makes the whole thing quite easy. And also, another tip to maximize communication is for you to create team mailing lists. Create team mailing lists. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have several teams on your group, you can have sales team, marketing team, support team, customer care team. So you need to create emailing lists for all those teams so that when you want to send an email, just forward it to that particular group and everybody gets it. And then always make sure that you send and status updates and share resources. That would make you guys to have increased visibility and to foster that community building. You know, everybody's communicating within one space to foster community over time. And now, again, you set up projects or team rooms, which is very, very important. It can help members of the team to stay connected, can create rooms, you can encourage chats, can encourage members to network, can encourage members to brainstorm, to share ideas, to share their thoughts and their ideas, you know, and that will create also a stronger sense of community bonding. Okay, so I'm supposed to take another break to answer to your question, but I'm going to beg you to let me finish. Then I'm going to come back to answer all the questions and all the queries and everything. So just bear with me. Remember, we have a 2,000 naira recharge to send out. So don't go, except you don't want the money. Okay, so let me just wrap this off. Then we'll just come to the questions and we'll do the quiz also. Okay, a couple of tools you could leverage to increase collaboration. So which tools can you use on the Google Workspace to increase collaboration? Which tools can you use on the Google Workspace to increase collaboration? I know I've asked this question before, right? I know I've asked the question before, but please, if you are kind enough to drop it in the chat, I really love it. We can do that. Okay, so let's move on. So you get to collaborate across projects and teams. You use those tools to brainstorm ideas. You can share working files with those tools as well, right? And then you can make suggestions and tag your colleagues on the same tool. You can track changes, what's changed. So let's look at each of them. Now, the first of them we're going to speak about is the Google Jamboard. So you get to harness the power of digital whiteboards to share ideas and improve brainstorming sessions. So the Google Jamboard is, for those of you that have seen the digital whiteboard before, those of you that have seen a digital interactive whiteboard before, is similar to what we are trying to explain with the Google Jamboard. But the only difference there is all of us can, 50 of us can work on the same whiteboard from different locations at the same time. 50 of us, that's the maximum the Jamboard can take. I don't know if there's a maximum for the docs, sheet, and slides, but I know the Jamboard is restricted to 50. So you can add documents to the Jamboard, can add sheets, can add slides, can sketch an image, right? Sketch a dragon, sketch a box. And now Google is going, the image recognition technology is going to polish it and convert that image to what actually you want it to be. So it's actually used for brainstorming, okay? When you guys want to brainstorm on ideas, just use the Jamboard to do all of that. You can drag and resize text with your fingers, you know, all the that one that you do on your phone, can just resize it and all of that. So you can open Jam and all these things are saved automatically to the drive. So you don't get to lose anything. Okay. So that's a Jam for you. And for the drive, a lot of you know about the drive. The drive is basically used to store files, save files, and that will enable you to, you know, share documents, share presentations, and do that with ease. All you need to do is just to right click, you see share, or you can just click on copy link, and that's it. You share with whoever you want. Give them access to be able to either view, comment, or edit. That's it. So Drive is highly secured. The one that comes with your phone is used to be 25 gig back in the days. I know those of you that just started using Google wouldn't know about it. As early as 2016, 2015, it used to be 25 gig. So Google now shrunk it down to 15 gig. So those of us, some of us are already almost exhausted that space. But the drive that comes with the Google Workspace is way larger. You can pay for 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes. I don't know what you want to save in 1 terabyte and 2 terabytes, you know. So you can pay for that. The more, I think the Workspace is as cheap as, I think it's $6 now per user. Okay, so if you're a team of 10, that means you're going to be paying $60 every month. So $6 per user per month. Okay, for you to keep using all these services. It's cheap enough now, right? If it's not cheap enough, please don't stress us up, yeah? So the Drive offers you all of that. But the Drive that comes with the Google for Education is limitless. So you can save your village, save your village people, save your grandfathers, everything. So you won't exhaust it, okay? So that's a Drive for you. Drive basically for saving all your documents that are saved in the Drive. Files, docs, sheets, like name them. All of them that are saved automatically in Drive so that you don't get to lose them. And then you also can make adjustments, can make suggestions, can tag your colleagues on a particular document. So you can edit shared documents at real time. You know, you can reduce that need of sending documents, files back and forth, like what used to happen back in the days when you are typing with Microsoft Word. When you finish typing or Microsoft Word, Excel or Sheet, finish typing, you're going to save the file and copy it in a flash. Sometimes when you go to the next system, virus has got it. All of that, you send it through an email before they get to the other part. There's virus, so you lose everything and start afresh. It used to be very cumbersome. I know these Gen Z people and all these millennials, you guys won't understand. You know, we've been in this space for a while. You guys won't understand the ordeals we used to go through with virus and the rest of those. But with what is happening now with the workspace, what you need is just the link. Everybody's fine. You don't even need to send it through email. Just copy the link, maybe share it on WhatsApp. They click on it, and then they will just have to see the document. And then you can always tag people, can always tag your colleagues on the file, right? So let's say we're working on a file together. I can just tag Burial. I can just say at Burial, and then I'll tag Burial to that particular file. Maybe make a comment for her to approve the change, or maybe not approve the change. Maybe write to me what she wants me to change, something like that. So that is how it works for the collaborative tools, the Google Docs and the Workspace. You may not find all of this in the free version. Obviously, you won't find it in the free version. So instead of calling Burial, sending her a message, line this, I can just tag her on a particular line, send the mail to her, share it to her, and then that's it. She looks at it, corrects it, and it reflects back to me. So it's work made easy. It's working smart, right? And then you can also get to track changes. You can find out all the views, all the edits, all the changes that we made on a particular document. You can restrict that access as well, right? So what you need to do if you want to view the version history and who made changes, who changed what to what, you can go to the file at the top left corner, right? It's the same place for what it used to be on Microsoft tools. So what you need to do is click on files, click on version history, then you click on see version history. But just know that you need to be an owner of the file, or you must have had an editor's rights to be able to do what I'm just explaining right now. So what you're going to be seeing there when you click on see version history, you're going to see all the timestamp of, even if 100 people made changes, you see the timestamp of when they changed it, what they changed it to, and they will be color coded so that you don't mix up who with who, right? So you can save those files, or you can decide to revert it to what it was before, So you can also restrict it. You can see who commented. You can find out who shared the file or who moved the file, and all those other details. So it's all available there for you to see. Okay. So having said that much, having spoken that much English, I'm going to be taking another pause to answer to your questions. But meanwhile, don't forget to sign up for the Hustle Academy. Okay. So you're going to have the privilege to learn about, basically, learn about your business, how to drop a business growth plan, learn about sales, digital marketing, and then you get to learn how to get financing for your business, get matched to a mentor, you learn how to pitch, and all of that is offered to you for free from Google, right? So you have the privilege to learn all of this. You may not be that lucky with other brands, trust me, okay? And you should learn more. So head over to learndigital.google.com/digital skills/courses, and then follow us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow Impactor also on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All those links will be shared in the chat. Okay. So it's time for you to ask me questions. If you have questions for me, time is here. So I'm just going to scroll up a little bit and then check up. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just skimming through to be sure I don't miss anybody's question. And thank you for all those replies. They mean so much to us. Thank you for keeping Lorian, Burial, Diana, Judith engaged in the chats. Okay, how can one set up a domain name because it was requested for? Okay, so a domain name, you don't set up a domain name, you buy a domain name. Okay, that is off what's that is off what Google Workspace can offer you. Okay, so what you need to do is head over to one of the domain registrars. You can go to Google Domains, can go to Africa Domains, can go to GoDaddy, can go to Hugo Host, OneGrid, Namecheap, which other one now? Is the one that is skipping my memory now. There are a lot of them. Just type domain registrars on Google. You are going to find all the domain registrars available. Just pick one. Then let's say your business name is YouTube. That's your business name. So you go to domain, you go to any of the registrars and type. Let's say you want to bear youtube.com as your domain name. So you type youtube.com, and then the registrar is going to let you know if that name is available or it's not available. What I mean by availability there is maybe somebody else has already paid for that name. So if it has been paid for, you can't use it. So you may check youtube.net if it's available, or you can check youtube.ng or youtube.africa. The one that is available now, you're going to see the price attached to it. Some domain names are very costly, right? You want to go and pay for domains like google.com or facebook.com, you're going to be paying billions of dollars. So the availability is what actually counts, right? First place before you get to the part where you get to know how much it costs. So domain names doesn't have a fixed price, it varies. Okay. Chima, I hope that served. Thank you for asking. Emanuela, my voice was good. It's been good throughout. I'm not quite sure. I think it's your network. Google Hangouts is that tool that can also help you to do video conferencing. It used to be one of the tools under the Google Workspace, right? But I think Google scrapped it at some point. There was a time it was just hanging. It used to be the tool before Meet came, the Google Meet came, right? But there were a lot of, used to look a little bit cranky. It was just like somebody having calls. You can't share screen. No, you could share screen. I can remember you can share screen with Hangouts back in the days. That was like 2017, 2018. But it wasn't really as well built like what Meet is now, right? So Hangout is just to hang out with friends, just like the name says. So I don't think it still exists now. I don't think it still exists, but you can just check it up. But most times, there are some tools I've not actually used in a while, like Google Duos. I've not used Duos before. I've not used that Hangout since like 2018. So that's just one of those tools that actually exist. Okay, thank you so much, Ori Saint Johnson, for asking. Okay, so I'm just looking through again. Okay, so I saw the replies. Thank you so much, guys. I hope I don't miss anybody's question. Okay, Abundance said I've already exhausted my 15 GB. I've been trying to buy most people, it hasn't been going through. Okay, what you need to do, use a Visa card or a MasterCard. If you are using a Verve card, it won't work. Trust me, it won't work. Verve card only works for Nigerian payments. I'm not quite sure why, but so try a Visa card or a MasterCard that have been activated for online payments. Or go to GPay, go to Google Pay and build in your card there. Then you can always use the GPay to pay for stuff. Abundance, I hope that served. Thank you so much. Orisent Johnson, is the Google Drive also paid for, or is there a paid and free version? Yes, the one that comes with your phone, the Android, the Google account you have on your device is free, but it comes with only 15 gig. When you exhaust it, you start paying, just like what Abundance said. But the version that comes with the Google Workspace comes with a larger space, right? Like I mentioned, can have up to 1 terabyte or more. So that is the paid one. So when you pay for the Workspace account, it comes with all those tools we mentioned. Remember, you're paying at least $6 per user per month. So if I'm paying $6 per user per month, I have all those tools to use every month. Johnson, I hope that served. Thank you so much for asking. Oluchi has signed up on the Hustle Academy twice. No response. Okay, that is a possibility that your business has not been long-standing. So make sure your business has been existing, because they're looking for businesses that have already been established. So you can try it again. Okay. Okay, Debbie said I didn't quite get the explanation on Jamboard. Okay, let me see if I can go back there. So Jamboard is that tool that is used for brainstorming. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, if you have a tool like let's say if you have seen an interactive whiteboard before, interactive whiteboard is used to teach, right? It's used to teach, to draw. You can use your hand to draw, you can use pencil, the stylus to draw, and all of that. So if you've seen an interactive whiteboard before, that's a typical example of what the Jamboard does. But the difference here is different people can work on a jam at the same time. At least 50 people can work. At most 50 people can work on a jam board at the same time. So you get to brainstorm ideas. For instance, I want to use my hand to draw a dragon. I can just draw a dragon, draw a box, and then Google's image recognition technology will convert it to the real image, right? I may not be able to draw it perfectly, but there's a recognition technology built into the Jamboard that's going to convert that my sketch to a real image. Then you can upload files, you can upload docs, sheets, slides, and all those documents, and everybody can work at the same time on the Jam. Okay, and it's saved automatically. You don't need to save it. It saves everything is saved to the cloud. So you just come back from anywhere as long as you are connected to the internet, then you are good to go. Right? I hope that served. Who asked the question? Debbie. I hope that served. Google Meets, Mimi Usman. Google Meet is used for video conferencing, right? Video calls. Let me just call it so. Video calls, right? You can do video calls with at least, I think you can take up to, the free one can take up to 100 people, if not more. But you can do calls for at least 24 hours. Zoom will only work for 40 minutes, and then it will shut you out for the free version. But you can record with Zoom. But for the Meet, you can't record with the free one. But the paid one, you can record. Okay? And it has some other features that gives the admin some more rights to get some more things done. Usman, I hope that worked. Please type where you can buy the domain sites. Okay, let me see. Please, can you help me get the moderators? Please, can you help me get the link for GoDaddy, OneGrid, Google Hosts, Google Domains, Africa Domains? Okay, because I may not be able to do that within the space of time we have. But I just mentioned like 5 of them. There are a lot of them out there. Or just Google, just type domain registrars on Google. Just type domain registrars. You're going to see a lot of them. Okay. My business is going to 5 years now from 2018. Okay, Oluchi. Okay, congratulations, Oluchi. I hope you have an online visibility as well. Okay, you can be easily found on Google. If you've had a Google business profile before now, you should be on the first page at least. Okay. Please, I need help. I've not signed for 2 days now. First day was battery, and yesterday was network. I came back later. I won't open. Okay. I'm sorry, Johnson. Somebody else complained the same thing. So what you need to do, please sign from today. Okay. Make sure you cover up the remaining 5 days that you have. You need at least 5/8 of the days to be able to get the 10,000 naira Conga voucher. All right. So if you missed, please find a way to get it. And what you're going to be doing is to sign. The link has been shared. Please pin it to the screen so that everybody can see it. Yeah, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about that because we actually use the names that have been filled to send the certificate. So if you have not filled, we may not be able to send a certificate for that particular day. We'll send it for the ones that you fill. Okay. Thank you so much, Johnson. Oluchi, you're not on Google yet. Oh wow, that's so much of years you've wasted. Trust me, but not a problem. Just get on Google, okay? At least on Google, and do your social media and the rest of those places. Make sure you have a proper footprint there to help you. But trust me, if you were on Google before now and you're 5 years old, like you said, you should be on page 1 because the older the better. To some extent, that is how it works too. So yeah, Oluchi, thank you. And Val said, how do I recover my missed classes? Okay, what you need to do is to just click on the link of the class and then it will take you back to the class. Just stream it again. Okay. It's not everybody, is there? is for it's going to be picked randomly, right? For people that have done 5/8 of the classes, we are going to be using the attendance. Okay, so we are going to pick randomly the most consistent of the people. But just know that we are having we have 4,000, we have 2,000 naira recharge cards, 4 of them to share each class, and it's always randomly done. Okay. All right. So can we move on now? Are you ready for the questions for the 2,000 naira recharge? Why is the class reduced from 50 something? How many classes remaining? Please confirm for me, Burial. Please confirm how many classes we have left. I'm sure it is either 1 or 2. Either 1 or 2. I think it's 1. The one for tomorrow. The one for tomorrow is the only one left. It's just 1 left. Okay. All right. Okay. So are you guys ready? Thank you so much, Johnson, for all the kind words. Let me drink water first before I faint. Maybe their data has finished. I pray it does not. Mhm. This is a high point of today. Okay, so let's see what we have. I have 5 questions. 5 questions for 5 questions for 2,000. 4 questions, not 5. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so mention. Are you ready? Let me know in the chat if you are ready. Let me see your emojis if you are ready. I don't want anybody to miss it. Are you ready? Drop an emoji if you are ready, so that I know if I should move on or not. Is it my network? Debbie, I'm sure it's not my network. I'm sure it's not my network. It should be from your end. My network is good today, at least today. Okay, guys. So you guys look ready, okay? So I mentioned 4 benefits that are brought to you by using the Google Workspace. I mentioned 4. I wanted to mention 3 out of the 4. Mention 3 of the benefits of using the Google Workspace. Out of 4, mention 3. I'm kind enough, right? Mention the 3 of them. Don't drop them one after the other. Babatunde, I saw that one. That is the first one. So you need to write the 3 of them together. Please write it together. Fastest finger. That is who drops first, who shows up to me first. So if your network is going to join your village people, I'm sorry. Organized collaboration, easy visibility. Okay, is there a bear? Okay, that is not perfectly correct. So I'm going to look out for a much more perfectly correct answer. Security, collaboration, communication. Okay, so I'm going to give it to security, collaboration, communication. Wait. Mao Ubi. Okay, so I'll give it to Mao Ubi. Oluchi, you were fast, but we weren't fast enough. So Mao Ubi, please pin the email to the screen. Thank you. The partnership lead email. So I've given it to Mao Ubi. Oluchi, please be faster next time. Yeah, your third answer was not properly correct though. Okay, so thank you so much. That is question 1 gone. Now number 2. What do I even ask now? Okay, this is going to be very tricky. Let me see. Let me see how to get to that slide now. Okay. So look at this. Look at this image that we all mentioned. Look at this image that we all mentioned. I want you to pick from the second line. From the second line, apart from the Google Docs sheet slides, what are the other three? List the other three. Apart from the first three, the blue, the green, and the first yellow, what are the other three? Google Docs sheet slides. Apart from those ones, what are the other three in the second line? Write their names. Sites, forms, skip. Okay, Babatunde, smart babe. Smart babe, she got it. Okay, so Babatunde Dockers, congratulations. Smart babe. Kai, or more. You never even let me land the question. Okay, so we have winner two. Please, somebody should type the partnership emails and partnership email and pin it to the screen. Thank you, guys. Okay. Somebody says Slack. Okay. Thank you. All right. So let's go on. Dockers was very fast. I don't know if she read my mind or something. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's see. This one is going to be easy. It's going to be very easy. Let me see. So we spoke about communication tools. Mention the four of them we spoke about. The communication tools, the core communication tools that come with the Google Workspace. The core communication tools that come with the Google Workspace. Google, Gmail, Meet, Current, and Chats. Let me confirm that. Thank you. Okay, so I'll give it to you. Fastest finger. Dockers again. Dockers. Will you let somebody else take it, please? Dockers and then David. You guys have had it before. Please let somebody else. Mail, chat, meet, current. Okay, let me give it to Johnson. Please bear with me. Dockers and David. You guys have had it a truckload of times. So let me give it to Johnson or recent Johnson. But thank you so much for being fast enough. Please let's let the love go around. All right. Thank you, Dockers. Thank you, David. Okay. Um, na fast. Okay. So let's go to the last one. The last one is the simplest of them. Okay. So maximum number of people that can work on a jam. Maximum number. Maximum number. Dockers again. Dockers. Okay, I'll give it to somebody else, please. Dockers. I beg in God's name. Don't take all the money alone. Eh? Let's share it. Let's share it. So who else came after Dockers? Let's see. Ezeribe. Okay. Got lucky. Ezeribe Udochukuka. Okay, congratulations. Mao Ubi, Dockers, and Dockers Orisent Johnson, and Ezeribe Uzochukwu. Thank you so much. I hope you had fun today. So try again faster next time. Tomorrow is going to be the last class. Okay, so try faster. You're going to have another set of results to show. So please look at the email that has been pinned to the screen. Please send your name, your phone number, and your service provider to that email. Please do it now or as soon as we end this call. name, phone number, service provider to the partnership lead at impacther.org. Please do that. So congrats to Dorcas, Maobi, Orisent Johnson, Ezeribe, Udochukuka. All right. So it's been a great time with you guys, and I'm super excited we had this time to share together. I hope you had a swell time too. So if you are kind enough, can you say something nice to us? If you are kind enough, I'm sure you are kind. We have kind people on this call. So if you are kind enough, say something nice to us. Say something nice to impact her. Yes, Choma, I hope so too. Tomorrow is the last day, so please buckle your typing speed. Oluchi, what did you say? Uh, Before Johnson, which one is that? No, I think Johnson came first. Yours wasn't correct. I remember, Oluchi. It wasn't perfectly correct. That was why that was what I said if you listened. It wasn't perfectly correct. That was why I went for the next person that was correct. Thank you. Okay, so I'm looking at the chat to read all those lovely comments. Thank you so much, Ezeribe. Very insightful class. Debbie and all the moderators, thank you. Abundance, thank you so much. Mulikat, I'm done with the questions. Maybe your answers are wrong, or maybe your answers came late. Sorry. We try again tomorrow. But okay, thank you, Impacta. Thank you, Fidelity Bank. Thank you, Tony Gua. Thank you so much, everybody. Gladys, thank you, guys. So what I want to see now is what you know already, is your emojis before you jump off. So this is me telling you a big thank you on behalf of the team, on behalf of Fidelity Bank. And we're super excited you came around once again to learn with us. So please hit the emojis that you have, the one that is your favorite. So type your favorite emojis and then before you jump off. So I'm going to see you guys again tomorrow by 10 p.m. You may not see my face, but you're going to definitely see one of somebody from the team that's going to be handling the session with you guys. Oh, it's going to be my face again. Okay, no problem. So you're going to see my face again tomorrow morning, right? So do well to show up. We'll have another great time talking about how to stay productive online. And we'll have another set of recharge card. And remember, we have 2,000 naira, 4 of them again to share. Priscilla, please send a reminder email. Please, maybe they've forgotten or something. Please send a reminder email. And all of you that have not received, please send a reminder email to that effect. Okay? Sorry about the delays, Priscilla, and everybody that have had a delay. So much love for you guys. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow. So be good, be good, be good. Stay safe, and thank you for all those lovely emojis. The attendance has been shared. Please share in Diana, please drop it again. Please make sure you fill that attendance. That's what is going to be used to send your certifications. And please do fill your correct names. Diana, please send attendance again. Share the attendance again. Okay. Thank you so much, Grace, my sister. Okay. And any other comments, complaints, whatever it is? Molikat, I think you're late actually. Maybe your internet is lag a little bit. I'm sorry. So next time when you want to start, just refresh first so that you won't lose out on what is happening. Okay, so please send your names, the 4 winners, send your Maobi, Babatunde Dokas, Orisent Johnson, Ezeribe Udochukuka. Please send your name, service provider, your service provider, and your phone number to that email, right? Partnership leader impactor.com. Then the attendance has been pinned to the screen. So I'm going to see you guys once again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Okay? So keep to time. Invite everybody that's supposed to be here. And let them know that tomorrow is the last session. So if you've not made up to 5 attendance, use the opportunity to make up to 5 so that you can qualify for the 10,000 naira Conga voucher. I think we have about 4 or 5 of them to give out, to be randomly picked. Okay. So it's been a great time. So see you guys tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Bye from all of us. Bye from Diana. Bye from Judith, Lorian, Beryl, and everybody on the team. See you guys tomorrow.